Hello everyone, thanks for checking in. We're going to look at layout updates for the Split Rock Mining Company for summer of 2022. We'll look at some things that were added to the layout, improved upon on the layout, and we'll look at some things that I have done off the layout, some publications, some modeling, and other aspects of our hobby. So here we go. The first thing we'll look at is the upper level lights and valance. We installed the LED strips we talked about last time. Nice piece of foam there to protect your noggin. And we pulled the valance away. See, there's no shadows. We pulled the valance away from the fascia. So there's no shadows on any track here. You get nice, well-lit scene. And there's no shadows. And here you can see I can adjust the colors to my liking with the various dimmers. There's two colors of LED strip lighting, so I can mix and match. And when you step away, you get a really nice shadow box look to that upper level. And here's a portion I have to do yet. Still ugly fluorescent lights over there. But over the yard, you have a well-lit area to work. You have everything up here. We'll aim up here. There's the power supply and the dimmers. 4 rows of LED lights, and I'll organize those hanging wires next on my to-do list. Next, we'll go over to the Diana Lynn mine at Ely, and we put in a brand new backdrop. And it looks really good. You can see I'm starting to cut down the loaders. I don't need the tall ones. Iron ore, we're not going to hold like a coal. So this is from Train Junkies. Look up trainjunkies.com. They make all kinds of backdrop, even custom ones from your photos. I mounted it on this plastic sign material, and I'll trim that up so it matches the blue paint on the background. And then I'll put some in the foreground to hide the 90-degree angle there where the track comes in. But it pretty much matches my forest. I got this used for my friend Jason the Train Freak. Check out his channel listed here. Then we created our mine run cabooses, numbers 7, 8, and 9. 9 is almost a transfer caboose. These will be used from Vermilion Yard going to the mines in Sudan and Ely. And of course we had to add in a new switch, hand-built one, and the service track for them on the north end of Vermilion Yard. And we got our remote throw there. Works wonderfully. Powered the frog and magnets in there. And so now we have a caboose track at Vermilion, and that will add to the operation for the mine run job. Engine service tracks also at the south end of Vermilion Yard, featuring an Overland Models 10-ton dual track sanding tower. My good friend Joe Binish painted this up for me, silver. That's going to look great. Probably put a Split Rock logo up there on the sand holder, but that'll be the centerpiece of these two service tracks. And these will be fueled by these fuel trucks, so we can add that to operation and red flag the tracks for the fuel truck. The next thing I did was freshen up the scenery with more trees, actually fake birch trees. I used solid wire, 14 gauge and smaller, and here you can kind of see, if you don't see the tops of the trees, why model it? And I cut the wire, painted it white, added black stripes, and stuck it in the scenery. Looks great because you can't see it. Next, we're going to redo this little pond. It came out foggy, so I'm going to redo the water and tint it a little bit with some acrylic paint. Just did some tests here. We'll see how that goes in the future. And one of the big operational changes we're making is adding some interchange tracks off the lead down here. There's 2 of them. We're going to interchange with the Duluth, Mesabi, and Iron Range. Now there was too much bracing below this location to do my under table switch mounts, so I used these slide switches with some 040 wire. And the neat thing about these slide switches, I can use them to also power the frogs. You bend the wire a little bit, put some tension in there, but the frogs will also be powered to the 2 tracks, which will hold 10 cars each. And we're going to interchange with the Mesabi. They're brown cars I custom painted and decaled, and they'll have a red Mesaba ore on there. The Northern Pacific black cars come with the silver color from the chromium steel from the Cuyuna range, and the Great Northern Mineral red cars, of course, with the big sky blue colored pin. Another addition is our Soundtrack sound car, but in a stationary location. I got a speaker up here and a magnet. And how you use this is swipe the magnet across that, and you just need the F8 function. So when you have your engine selected, you go to your throttle and you press that F8 button 4 times. That will link the sound decoder to whichever locomotive you have selected. In my case, it's my RS-32, and you will hear the wheels squeal and the clickety-clack through whatever speaker you choose. When you're done, take your magnet, swipe it across the decoder, and you'll hear a handbrake, and then you're disconnected. I was honored to have the Split Rock Mining Company on the cover of the Roundhouse, which is the NMRA British Region magazine, as I talked about my achievement program. Here I have my name, spelled wrong, of course. It always is. And so I wrote about how I went through my Master Model Railroader and the achievement program. I sent in some photos. They were kind enough to print out 2 pages in their wonderful magazine. There's that nice bridge scene. So I thank them for that. Also, Railroad Model Craftsman, let's look in the June issue. They recently published, and they wanted some photos for their Boomer Trail, and you can send them in. Here's the address I'll post above. My boxcar I created for the Modeler's Retreat, Minnesota Commercial. They featured down here with my name, and spelled wrong again. So we'll show you this boxcar a little later, but that was quite an honor to be an RMC. I was asked to be a guest on the Great Divide Railway and Mining Company podcast. Season 22, episode 4, talk about the Split Rock mining. Mitchell does a great job. I'll post a link here, give him a like and a follow, and check out his video podcast. Also host and produce the Crossing Gate podcast, Twin Cities Division. Group of us talk about model train topics. So far, 35 plus episodes, over 30,000 downloads. We have a lot of fun, some goofy sponsors, so listen to an episode at the workbench. Here's one of the boxcars I made for the Modeler's Retreat. Prototype Minnesota commercial car. Created my own decals, weathered. Had a lot of fun making this one. I'm also the editor of the Twin Cities Division Crossing Gate newsletter. Here we feature Dave Hamilton, the latest master model railroader from our division. Comes out 4 times a year and is free online. Check it out. Thank you for watching. I hope you click the like button if you haven't subscribed already, and drop a comment. I always try and get back to everyone. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and also catch us on some live stream and come chat with me and ask some questions and have a lot of fun. So thanks everyone for watching.